Welcome back, YouTube. This is DEADENDER here, and this is Amnesia: The Dark Descent. What would this be? Nine, I think? What are we trying to do here? So we have black out tar, sticky tar. Alright, a mystic barrier blocks the passage to the channel. The present in the channel has a direction it could fit an orb. A heavy door is blocking the path. Road the dying man seeks a note written by me. Is shattered pieces lie scattered in the torture rooms. Two levers on the top floor are not working. It's probably some problem with the machinery. Alrighty, which one do we start? I have no fucking idea. Let's
Alexander is quite impressive in many ways, but he has grown impatient. By me? I'm the next best thing. Alexander really wanted none other than Johann Meyer. You never heard of Johann Meyer? My God, boy. He's probably the greatest man in history, and you don't know him? Or is it the world has forgotten him? Meyer was my pupil. My pupil. Yes, I do take pride in that.
Shut you up, please. Dear God. I'm fixing the machinery.
Not many orbs are left.
God, get away from me.
They sometimes consume themselves or break.
Alright, so now the leathers upstairs should work as I repaired the machinery.
How are things coming? You got the doors open? Good going. I knew you could do it.
Oh, bucket fire would be probably a good idea. Oh, they had gone too far. The man was suffocating as he could no longer breathe properly between the lashes. Displeased, he started to look for the rolls of oil. Alrighty, what do we got here? This is a really cool looking.
How much more, Baron? How much more am I supposed to withstand? Kill me, Orphan! Kill me!
This one. Prepare him.
Three doors. Alright, what's up here? there are quite a few things to be said about torture. I have figured that the reaction I would get from the victims would be highly individual. Thankfully, this is not the case. The humans are all very similar, approaching and dealing with physical and terrible aspiration. I gotta stress not the importance of restraining the victims overseas. Even the most creatures can break out in fits of violence when their strength exceeds their prowess. If proper care has been put into breaking the victim, this should not be a problem, but it will be harder. It will also hinder the effect. The right steps are taken, therefore to restrain the victim while days see about presenting the form of torture you are about to apply. They continue with the actual act. The point of preciseness to infuse terror in the human mind. It's very difficult as it will without this great fear. And by that, while applying pain, make sure to avoid mass damage as it will provide more effective if the process will be sustained. Also, apply the pain in doses if possible. Also, if it breaks, let the body settle. If you're whipping or cutting the victim, strike once, wait for the pain to subdue, then strike again. As long as the body suffers, it will continue to bruise and set the blood on its properties. Only with careful performance will the victim yield maximum effect. If the victim doesn't bleed, if expected, it's likely that all will be for naught. Before this happens, feed them the amnesia drink and try again. Wonderful, you're batshit nuts. Is it you, my love? I miss you the most. Or is it perhaps myself? I know what I have become. I am not blind. I'm a monster to them. Demonics perched on a dark mountain top. There is little I can do to redeem myself. The black eagle fears me, and after the plan's defeat, it is only a matter of time before they will demand my head on a platter. I must remove myself from this land. This time it must work. I cannot return home now. I shall perish. Fascinating. This is torture. Yes, because they're nuts. Let's go down. Oh, that's it.
Let me go, you brute!
The cradle is ready.
Good.
You're a man! How can you partake in this?
Is he all right?
He is one of the wicked. Don't pay his lies any attention.
I'm not a bad man! It was an accident!
He set a man on fire.
It wasn't my fault! Why won't anyone listen?
That's horrible.
Of course. We are dealing with monsters here.
Yeah. Believe this guy. He's totally the voice of reason. I totally believe him. He's totally the voice of reason.
Please! Do anything! Whatever you want! Anything! I'll do anything! I'm innocent!
As he kept crying as he was slowly lowered on and off the abyss, it didn't take much to break him. They had meant for him to die, but the tortures weren't beyond their expectation. It wasn't the method, it was different from the others. They could make him forget again. Oh yeah, you guys are just fried as fucking rain. There it is. Sat on her knees and her hands tied behind her back. She felt her hands being lifted. Her thought, her shoulders give way to the weight of her own body and cracked loudly. Men cried, serious men laid their next step. Yeah. Rain is rain. Oh, lovely. This looks. There's the orb. Okay, well, okay. His tears soiled with blood from his being by the saw between his legs. Myself as up was further, the man stepped back and waited for the next train. Yeah, you're right, Ezrin, but you're not insane. That's a complete lie. These got both the Daniel and the other guy are completely nuts. Oh my god, Jesus. Some voice acting, to be honest. Mara taunts me from the side. I trust them with the true reason of my efforts and still insist on releasing about how an enlightened man can show such a lack of compassion. The seat of power disgusts me. I can't bring myself to part from as he is and has been for centuries my only link to the world beyond. I recognize he tries his best to release me from my banishment, but that he needs me to give him first so he can help. If he says I would happily abide, but how am I to depart from him if my return might be denied? I know, but they are capable of, and I've seen their deception. Is the most hopeless feeling, but I must retain it. I shall prepare for his release. To release out without killing him, only to feed him a toxin made from a paralyzer and tamper. Last I shall work as a paralyzer if I can find it from a large specimen. There seems to be a fertile ground for this sort. I should be able to extract the contents with the proper tools. The art could be extracted as usual. Like this blood, I shall need a large amount to distill it properly in order to collect it. During the next session, burn the air will prove more difficult. I don't think it exists in this world. Simply writing the word with these letters looks wrong. Maybe it's a property of the secretion water dwelling Karen. I will have to address Wayner with this, as he will be able to supply me with a host of so a properly prepared way should sacrifice to contain it. Okay, reserve this. In court, the order of the Black Heroes sworn their politics at the other while I sat peacefully, quietly in peace. Were they forgotten once? And while someone would notice me and lose themselves in silence before gaining their senses. They all know I am the one and the same exile who helped their fathers and grandfathers to find this great order. I've seen them take their fathers' places, and they will too grow old and pass away, while I remain the same. Age, no, by time, but by anguish. Also, we have a new memoir. So let's check what that is. Alright, new memoir. One of them speaks of a maximum made of ingredients. Carefully cutting the man open made him think this is how Flower must feel about his craft, being an outsider relying on one's skill to perform something so different grants a certain form of pride. Yeah, if you're nuts.
15th of August, 1839. The blood wards are failing. The shadow beckons, and its cry disarms my actions. Hurry, no time to spare. You have to kill another. Alexander produces a knife. He wants me to cut the flesh. Do it. Save yourself. He is a murderer, Daniel. He is evil. A cold-blooded killer. Hurry. Alexander, you must let me be. I have to concentrate. Take the man. Cut cut the lines, cut the flesh, watch the blood spill, let it come. Please, I didn't do anything. Paint the man, cut the lines. Paint the man, cut the lines. Please, the man cries. How you sleep. I did well. One life for another. You hear me, guardian of the orb? I did all this for you. Now, once more, withdraw your shadow from my domain.
Yeah, don't worry, Daniel. How many people have you killed now, Daniel? What is it? 5 now?
Alexander, there isn't much time. I can feel it. We must act swiftly. I will do whatever it takes.
Yeah, because you're a nutcase, Daniel. Holy smokes, what is this?
What are my intentions, Daniel? Salvation. It used to be yours, but now you only seek misplaced revenge. How do you justify your violence? Is it for the greater good? Are you doing the world a service? It is you who caused all this pain and death. If you had accepted your fate and submitted to the orb when you first discovered it, none of this would have happened. It is curiosity in league with your selfishness that is killing us both. The wheel is good for keeping your victims still during the procedure. They can be bound around the circumference or simply stretched across, tying limbs to the spokes and rim. All tools are by this point useful, and you may administer the torture in any way you like. But the forte of the wheel is the gaps. When you have decided that the victim shall die, you can smash their limbs with a hammer, making them fold in between the frame.
But they'll die. Too quickly, I mean.
No, don't worry. The human body is much more resilient. They can survive for days until they finally succumb.
God, you guys are batshit insane. Whereas limbs were tied to the spokes of the wheel, they turned the wheel slowly with the intent of the ropes. Ironically stretched and cracked the bone. He no longer had the strength to scream. The two men looked at each other. Took him air and struck the host. It's a final act of mercy. Yeah, there's no mercy to be had here. Possible to break open. Well, I do have a hammer. Yeah, just one. Poison line. I got the first piece to the puzzle, if you will. I know what this is. The betrayer did not know what to think of the brass wall as he was forced to enter it. Only when the heat began to scorch his skin and cook his flesh, he realized it was to be his tomb. His echo inside the brass wall and traveled through the complex system, which was the bull's head. Outside, the man could hear the brazen bull bellow. Piece of the orb. Oh, fuck me, I'm dead now. Whatever. Oh shit. The forger stood absolutely still. The casket has been closed, but a faint light made its way inside. Myriad spikes poked out, laying as they wanted for his body to slip just for a moment. His knee jerked, and he felt blood trickling on his leg. In pain, his head. Alright, it took him a while to realize his eye had ruptured and began to leak. Have all the pieces. Oh wait, that's what the tar is for. I'm out of time in this episode, so remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification.
All the art pieces you
Shut this man up. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell down below. To be notified by upload a video and subscribe. Like we see. Alright, peace.
ingredients for fire
Oh.
before